Good morning, one and all. Dear students, last class we can discuss about our environment. What is the meaning of ecology, and what is the meaning of biotic ecosystem? So what are the food chain and food web? All this we can discuss, isn't it? So next we can discuss about the next chapters. So here it can be classified into again ozone layer. How should be the ozone layer should be depletion? How should be the waste water should be wastes or water management should be treated? All these we can be discussed on these sessions. So here first one is what is the activities that affect of our environment? So what are the activities we can do that should be affect our environment, and how should be the ozone layer, waste disposal, waste management? So all this we can be discussed this session. So first one is what are the activities should be affect of our environment? So first of all we can be called as the deforestation. So deforestation is one of the effect of the all human beings and also environment, also uncontrolled human activities and rapid populations. So you know that human population should be very increases, the demand should be more increases. So therefore the major causes of environmental should be degradation. So human beings should be perform various activities utilizing the environmental component. Through these activities make the life comfortable and address the effect of the environment. So today we can be too much of the depend upon the civilization, isn't it? So that should be depend upon the industries also, and also that the waste should be garbage should be come to this side. So how can be that this should be avoided to that one? So not only this one, and also fossil fuels burning, especially whatever petroleum product, coal, petroleum, so diesel, all these products also should be effect on the environment also. The burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil and natural gas should be generate large amount of energy in the human activity. That is greatest impact on the environment. So today we can use it for the coal for the industries for the heat production also, and also oil and natural gas is also generate a lot of amount of energy for the human activity. That is the greatest impact on the global warming. So today we have the temperature should be very high because of these reasons. We have to facing some of the problems to the effect to this environment. So next one is deforestation. How should be the deforestation should be causes to the uncomfortable life? So you know that when the population should be increases, and also you have to the deforestation should be housing. So housing, farming, and also industry has a direct effect on the ecosystem and also endangered species. Not only for our purposes, housing and also farming, and also it should be effect to the animals also. Whatever species should be live in that particular area, that should be also they can be endangered to that one. Tree absorb more carbon dioxide emission from the environment when large areas are cleared through the deforestation. Stored carbon is released into atmosphere. So this is the vice versa means when the plants or trees we can be cut down, what happens suddenly there will be imbalance in the nature also. When the carbon dioxide should be more in the atmosphere, so automatically it should be changing, the temperature should be increases. So what are the evidences we can be seen in this effect of our environment? First one is evidences of the climate change is observed using the sea level in the last century. So last century is in 1980s, and also we have every year there is a 1 meter or 1 feet of the sea level should be increases by the year by year. So the rise of the global warming should be 1818, and warm causes warming oceans, shrinking of the Greenland, Antarctic ice sheet, declining the Arctic sea ice, global glaciers retreat, extreme high temperature events, and ocean aspects also decrease in the snow cover. So see here, so last century we seen to the changing rain and snow patterns. This is the rainy season should be also changes, and also strong storms, higher temperature, more heat waves, and also migration of the animals should be one place to another places. So there is a more drought and also more wildlife, and also thawing of the perform of frost, less snow and also ice. So melted for the every year also. So these are the some of the drastic effects also we can be seen to here. So next one is ozone layer. So ozone layer means what? So O3 can be called as the O3 molecules. So when the oxygen molecule should be thrice, that is we can be called as the ozone layer. So normally we can be breathe for the oxygen is the O2 molecule, but is the O3 we can be seen. So see here, ozone is a molecule formed by the 3 atoms of the oxygen. Is it? So while oxygen, whatever it can be, respiration for it can be used to that, but it is normally referred to as the oxygen is essential for the all aerobic form of life. Aerobic form of life means those are the respiration. So we use it for the oxygen, that is it can be called as the aerobic form of life. So suppose O3 it cannot be consumed or it can be highly poisonous. The ozone layer is a deep layer in the stratosphere encircling the earth which has a large amount of ozone in it. So it should be like a protective layer. So it should be protective layer like that. So see here, exosphere, thermosphere, mesosphere, stratosphere and also troposphere. So ozone layer should be covered with these layers, stratosphere. So ozone should be deadly poisonous. It is the deep layer in the stratosphere. It should be occurred in this stratosphere also. Ozone layer filters out most of the sun potential harmful ultraviolet radiations. So what is the main uses of the ozone layer means it should be whatever harmful rays should be come to our earth, that should be they can be avoided to that one. So this ozone become depleted, the more UV rays will be reach the earth. So when the ultraviolet rays should be reaches the earth, we can be face some problems like skin cancers or mutations occur should be can be faced to that one. The exposure to the high amount of the UV radiation will be serious impact of the human beings such as skin cancer. Especially we can be seeing the skin cancer, sunburns and also premature aging of the skin. So they will be look like aging people, so old like, and also some of the eye diseases and also weakening of the human immune system. We have to the poor immune system. These are all problems we can be faced to ozone layer depletion. It can cause abnormalities in the growing fetus in the pregnant women. So whatever normally growth of the children is there, so that health should be also accepted to this one pregnant women resulting in the birth of abnormality. So now there will be normally human being should not be, but this ultraviolet radiation should be fall on the earth. It is also adverse effect of the agriculture's terrestrial plant life and natural ecosystem. So not only human beings, it is also effect of the agricultural and also terrestrial planet life, whatever life formed in the terrestrial living organisms and also natural ecosystem. It is also causes some of the damage in the marine ecosystem, whatever you can be seeing the fishes, amphibians, some of the others. Animals which are lying in the water, that should be also some particular we can be called as the planktons. So planktons, phytoplanktons and also zooplankton should be also affected to this one. The tiny organism on the surface layer of the ocean should be threatened with the increased UV radiations. So this should be also harmful to the oceans, also it can be affected to this one. So when the aquatic ecosystem should be services, there will be sun should be affected to all these organisms, maybe zooplanktons and also phytoplanktons, and also climate should be changes normally. Whatever the normal life should be led on the oceans, the living organisms, that should be also changes. How is ozone should be formed in the nature? So you know that oxygen is the abundant in the nature. Greater than 21% of the oxygen we can be seen in the atmosphere. So the higher energy UV radiation split apart from the molecular oxygen O2 and free oxygen atoms. When combination of the oxygen atom O2 plus O ultraviolet radiations, so that should be form of the ozone layer. So see here, so this is the atmospheric oxygen and also one molecule of oxygen they can be formed to the ozone layer because of the ultraviolet radiations. sharply in the 1980s. So its effect should be, we can be seen in the 1980s. So because the layer should be thin in form, so it should be look like a thinning. When it should be thin, so what happened? It should be directly UV rays should be pass on the earth also. So what is the reason for the increasing of the ozone layer depletion? Is the main reason should be chlorofluorocarbons. Whatever it can be used to the aerosols or in the refrigerator it can be used to the CFC. That is the main reasons, and also air conditions we can be used in the buildings. So that should be also effect for the ozone layer. This decreases has been linked to the synthetic chemicals like chlorofluorocarbons which are used in the refrigerator and also fire extinguishers. So these are the main reason for the ozone layer depletion. So now, how should be the avoid that one? It means it is now mandatory for all the manufacturing companies to make CFC-free refrigerator throughout the world. So how much of the chlorofluorocarbons we can be minimized to that one? It should be input from the, we can be protect the ozone layer also. First question. The most important compound which account for the 80% of the total depletion of the ozone layer is, this option is there, chloride ion, sulfur ion, chlorofluorocarbons, and also magnesium ion. So the correct answer should be chlorofluorocarbons. So next question, which layer striking the large amount of the earth due to depletion of the ozone layer? So the option is there, ultraviolet, infrared, visible, microwaves. So ultraviolet, correct answer. Next concept is waste disposals. So you know that when the population should be increases, the need of the people should be also increases day by day. So the amount of the garbage or wastage should be very high risk of the can be. How should be the waste should be managed? So that is one of the big problem for all of us. So disposing of the waste has a huge environmental impact and can cause a serious problem. It is also waste disposal is also one of the serious problem of the ours. Waste is not a properly managed, it leads to spread in the infectious diseases. So when we not properly managed or it cannot be properly disposed, the spread of the infection should be also increases. Maybe malaria. So like diseases should be causes to we can be seen. So see here some of the burning skin allergies also we can be seen. So it should be burning means it should be also pollution should be increases. So when the dumping that one is also that should be causes the some microbial infection should be causes to our health. So like that exposure to hazardous wastes can affect human health. So especially you can be seen in the this type can be called as the nuclear reactors. So when we nuclear energy can be used to that where that nuclear reactor whatever that one, so they can be very highly poisonous and also they can be nuclear hazards can be called. Especially uranium-235 is very dangerous to us. Disposal of the industrial waste can be exposed to people, chemical and also radioactive hazards. Whatever chemicals should be come from the industries and also nuclear reactors, so that should be effect of the human life also and also ocean's life. How can be the wastes can be disposal? Before we can be go to the waste disposal, we can be discuss about the what is meaning of the biodegradable and also non-biodegradable wastes. So biodegradable wastes means the waste materials that can be broken down or decomposed into the simpler substances in nature by the action of the certain microorganisms such as bacteria is due to course of time is called biodegradable waste materials. Whatever can be used in the kitchen wastes, fruits, vegetable wastes are there. So these are all should be degraded. The degraded should be causes some smell also, but it should be degraded. That is can be called as the biodegradable wastes. So what is the harmful effect of these biodegradable wastes? So not only non-biodegradable wastes should be affected the human beings, and also biodegradable wastes also human beings. So especially decomposition of these wastes result in the production of the food smells. So in your home we can be seeing 2 or 3 days we can be keep on the fruits or vegetables. So what happens, there can be some foul smell should be occur, is it? So that is the very foul smell that we cannot be live bacteria, is it? So like that, it is also foul smell. These wastes may be also block the drains. So drainage system whenever there, that should be also broke, and also creating a pool of the waste which can be become breeding ground for the mosquitoes. So especially they can be used for the microbial infections or some of the breeding of the mosquitoes. When the mosquitoes should be very high, they have to the causes the some problems like malaria and also dengue fever. So like that, not only that one, dead plants and animals, animal excreta, leather, goods, tea leaves. So dead plants, you know that one, like that when the animal should be dead, animal excreta, leather goods, tea leaves, coolant, paper, vegetables, fruit peels, grass clippings, etc. all biodegradable materials. We are all we can discard as the biodegradable materials. How should be the waste should be disposal? So substances which cannot be degraded by the biological processes, that is can be called as the non-biodegradable wastes. Especially it can be called as the plastic. So it is one of the non-biodegradable materials. While biodegradable wastes will eventually break down and will become a part of the earth, soil, like a food scrap, paper, is it? So biodegradable wastes material we can use it for the like a fertilizers, humus, but non-biodegradable waste materials we cannot be used for that one. So it does not break down but remain stable indefinitely. What are the harmful effects of the non-biodegradable wastes? Non-biodegradable materials are the main contributor to the pollution and also ecological instability. So whatever plastics, tires are there. So when we burn, especially that one, it should be causes the air pollution and also land pollution and also ecological instability. So non-biodegradable wastes remain unchanged for a long period of the time and persist in the environment for a long time and may harm the various members of the ecosystem in the long term. So especially whatever we call as the plastics is there, so it is not easily breakable. So maybe it should be taken to the 300 to 400 years so they can be decomposed. So when these plastic bags should be entered to the aquatic organisms or any cows, so they can be the digestive system of the cow or any animal should be disturbed. Sometimes they can be dead also. So in aquatic animals they have to the breathing problems. So whatever the dissolved oxygen is there, we can call as the biological oxygen demand. That should be also low level for this one. Some of them remain inert and begin to accumulate our surrounding and hence continue to pollute the environment. See here, some of the waste materials which can be accumulated in the surrounding. This picture you can be seen. So the dumping of these wastes affect the soil fertility and also subsequently then reduces the crop yield. So when this type of the wastes we can be disposed in the land, what happens? Naturally it should be occur in the soil pollution. Glass, metals, plastics, electric devices, medical wastes are some of the non-biodegradable waste materials. So whatever you can be used in the electrical gadgets in your home, computers like the computers or TV waste materials are there. So like there are some metals and glass plates. Sometimes it can be used to the electrical appliances and also medical syringes. These are all we can be called as the non-biodegradable waste materials. So these are the some of the waste disposal we can be seen. So next one is how do we manage these wastes? So waste management is the collection, transportation and disposal of the garbage, sewage and other waste product. So we can be collect is it? So nowadays municipalities, municipality whatever there, they can be collect all the wastes from the homes and disposal garbage and also sewage and other waste product whatever collected in the homes or industries. So nextly, some common used method are used for the waste management is landfills. So this is the landfills, you can be called this is the landfills. Composting. Composting means we can be converted into again fertilizers. That is, we can be composting. Avoids and waste minimizes. So whatever we have to the possible to that one, we can be avoid the wastes also. All non-biodegradable materials like plastic bags, glass bottles cannot be broken down by the decomposers, so their disposal process is a big problem. So we can be almost avoid to this type of the things. So plastic bags or glass bottles, they can be broken down to the decomposer, the disposal big problem. They can be also managed with the practicing the concept of the 3 R's. So 3 R's means reduce, recycle and also reuse. The 3 R's means reduce, reuse, recycle to cut down the amount of the waste to be thrown. So this is the whatever old things are there again it can be used to the comparison, we can be converted to reuse. So we can be reduce the almost non-biodegradable materials and also recycling purpose. So again and again we can be used to the that is the helpful for the environment stability also. The alternative way of the waste management include. So other alternative ways means avoid use of plastic and instead of using earthen cups and carry bags made of cloth. Nowadays you can be used to the clothing bags, etc. So government should be also banned to the plastics. So like that, use CFC free refrigerators and also use organic manure instead of the chemical fertilizers. You can replace the organic manures like that and use the eco-friendly product also. So these are the how can be the waste should be management. So first question, which of the following is an example of the biodegradable waste? Vegetables, glass, plastic and also so the correct answer is vegetables. Disposal of the plastic plates should be not being used because they are made for materials for the lightweight. They are made for toxic materials. They are made for the biodegradable materials. They are made for the non-biodegradable materials. The correct answer is they are made non-biodegradable materials. So briefly this explanation. So summary of this lesson we can be concluded that one. The various components of the ecosystem are interdependent. They can be dependent upon the biotic and also abiotic components. The producer make the energy from the sunlight is available for the rest of the ecosystem. So therefore, sunlight is one of the essential for the all living organisms. There is a loss of energy as we go from one trophic level to another trophic level. It is the 10% of the energy should be reduced from the one trophic level to another trophic level in a food chain. Human activities have an important impact on the environment, especially industries. The use of chemicals like CFC are endangered in the ozone layer since the ozone is the protect against ultraviolet radiation from the sun. This would be damage to the environment. So we throw away 7.2 million of tons of food every year. So this is the waste food. Okay. So 7.2 million of the tons of the food for every year, and more than half its perfect is edible. Meanwhile, 1 in 7 people across the world do not have enough to eat. So 1 by 7 people do not get any type of the food. Ozone is a contains many two gas. The molecule of the ozone consists of the 3 oxygen atoms. The First World War, ozone was used for the trade, gangrene, unfresh food, and also disinfectant. This is also useful of the ozone layer. So lastly, so this is the brief explanation of the our environment. Today class we can be discussed about the ozone layer, how can be the depleted, how should be the minimized to the ozone layer depletion, how should be the wastage should be disposal. Lastly we can be discuss about the biodegradable and also non biodegradable waste materials. So thank you all.